So, yeah, so I'll take your statement if you wish, one-on-one. That's how it's gonna work,
Outside then.
okay?
Outside.
No.
Why
We
not?
do them in the office here?
If she came to her house, you would have talked to her in her home.
Absolutely.
So then outside will be fine.
But she came here.
Yes, but she would prefer, okay, she can tell you why she wants it. She'll tell you. Go ahead.
I would like these people to be present with me because I do not feel comfortable, and I need to make sure that I'm making my statement in an environment where I'm comfortable and not under duress.
Okay.
And I legally have the right to do so. You're not legally allowed to deny me representatives in a what is it called? While making
a complaint.
while making a complaint.
Yeah, okay. What was your name again?
Keisha Derry.
How do I spell?
Kayshaderry.
Richardson?
No, Derry.
That's your last name.
Yes.
And when's your date of birth, Keisha?
Keisha. It's
Keisha.
March 16, 1997.
Okay. So what we do with statements is we always take them one-on-one. We do that with everybody, with every investigation.
But I'm allowed to have someone present.
Okay. The other option is you can write out your statement in as much detail as you have, and you can bring it back to us, and we'll review it, and if we need, we can ask you follow-up questions. That's your other option.
So why would you not take my statement outside? Because if I reported it to you while I was on the street.
That's not a private setting, it's not a secure setting,
But if
and that's not how we do things.
I've made reports to police and I've watched people make reports to police in public settings.
Yeah, that's not how we do things. You've come here to provide me a statement, I will gladly take that from you. If you don't want to do that because you want to
I
bring
would
other
like to
people,
do that.
okay,
I'm
and
not
that's
saying
fine.
I do not want to do that. You're telling me I cannot do that if I want to bring other people, and that's not the law.
That's right.
You're saying that's what you prefer, and that's not the law.
There is no law when it comes to taking statements.
You said the
from
Crown does not prefer, but the Crown prefers whatever is going to make me comfortable in my moment of sharing a crime that was committed against
No, because
me.
what can happen is statements can be coerced, they can be, you can add details, you can add
I'm not gonna
details.
say
So
anything
we
while
take-
she's saying
we
anything.
Take them one-on-one. That's how we do business.
Uh,
If you don't want to do that here today,
I'm-
that's fine.
I'm gonna ask you-
You can go.
I have a
write out
question.
your statement in as much detail.
No, I'm not
Um,
gonna. I'm not gonna.
Sorry,
write it out.
what's your, Clint,
I'm sorry, I do
Yeah.
okay, I've got a question for you.
Detail as you can and bring it back to us.
I'm not gonna write out
Clint.
a statement.
Okay.
I'm
Clint.
going to make a statement.
Clint,
And I will gladly take that.
Clint,
He's asking you a question.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because the commissioner of the RCMP talked about how there needs to be transparency and talked about the commitment that they had to deal with persons of visible minorities, which she is both Black and Métis.
Okay.
Now, with this type of action, it does not show that you are serving the needs of visible minorities such as Black and Indigenous persons of Indigenous descent.
Okay.
She asked for something from the RCMP. She came to you as the representative of law to take a complaint in a manner in which she is comfortable.
Yeah.
You are trying to coerce and compel her to do something that she does not want to do, and you are trying to give her something that she does not want. And in doing so, how are you serving the needs of her, who is of Black and Métis descent? Please tell me.
Okay, I've explained this to you and I'll explain it again, okay? She wants to give me a statement, I will gladly take that statement from her, but it will be on one-on-one. That's how we take statements from complainants, victims, witnesses, that's how we do it. And I'll gladly do that. If you don't want to do that or you don't feel comfortable, you can write out a statement in as much detail as you have, and you can give it back to us. You can mail it in. We don't prefer that, but if that's what you want to do, that's fine. We may contact you for follow-up questions, more information.
So what you're saying is you just completely did not address the issue that she wanted to have someone there so that she wasn't going to feel like she was under duress.
Okay,
No one was
I
going
don't
to say, no one was going to say anything. She would make her statement. She just wanted people present. And that's all it was. No one was going to influence anything. You were making judgments. and you're making assumptions. And based on what she said,
Yeah,
nobody came there to make a statement on those events other than her. And then she asked for something, and you're telling her that you're not going to give it to her. Without directly saying that, you're offering something that she did not ask for. And you're not addressing the needs and the wants that she's expressed when she's come in here to this detachment
Yeah.
to make a complaint.
no, absolutely not. I will gladly take her statement.
No, I'm trying to
She's
understand why they
a
can't.
23-year-old adult
Who is a victim?
who's a victim, and I will gladly
And-
take your victim statement.
Yes, but I'm trying to understand why I can't have someone present, why you're refusing me someone present with them not even saying anything.
Because there has been previous court cases in this city where there have been 2 people present in an interview room. And those statements are not allowed into court because of that reason. That's why we take statements with one-on-one.
Well,
So then it can be done out in a public setting.
No, because it's not private. I would prefer her to come into one of our interview rooms, and I will gladly take a statement.
yeah, but I'm trying to understand the difference between you coming to my home, because if you came to my home, anyone who was present there would be allowed to witness the statement. So
No,
if,
we would take you aside and do it one-on-one.
No, that's not
Or
true.
we would take, absolutely.
No,
Or we would-
because-
you could come into a police vehicle, and we would do it that way. It's
I've
always-
seen
it's
police have
always
come,
one-on-one.
I've been in I've had many situations where I've seen police come into someone's home and they've taken statements in front of everybody who was there.
Okay, well, I haven't, so I can't speak for that.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, that's something that's a very common practice with RCMP people.
But the
And
que-
they do things publicly in front of people.
The question remains is why is it that when she's asking for something to make her feel comfortable in making this statement, you are refusing?
I'm not refusing.
You did, 'cause
Really?
I said I'm not
So
comfortable
then
to
why
go
aren't you
back
granting the
room.
request?
Well, exactly. that's
If
what
I
I'm
want to make a
saying, is
verbal
that-
statement to you, what other options are there other than going to the back room? I don't want to go into the back room, but I would like to make a verbal statement, and that is my legal right. So I'm asking for another option where I can make a verbal statement so that this complaint can be processed today verbally.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the back room, so what other options are there for me to make a verbal complaint where I don't need to go to that back room by myself?
Well, I don't,
There must be other options.
not that we have, not.
That's
really.
not true.
You can go and you can write out your statement.
No,
and bring it
that's
back.
not true. Legally, you have to offer me other options.
Is
If
there a
I
su-
don't want to go to my,
Who's the staff sergeant on here? Who's the highest ranking officer here?
The inspector is.
Then let us speak to the inspector.
Well, he's not here right now. I can give you the acting NCO if you want to speak to him briefly,
Yes,
which he's gonna tell you the exact same thing.
yes, get
I'll
him
go get him
please.
for you.